Hello guys, my name is Suraj Nagarwal, and I'm back with a new episode of the Great Marketers Show, where I interview the top and the great marketers and entrepreneurs. Where I believe that all entrepreneurs should take off their entrepreneurship hat and put on their marketer's hat. Because of the good marketing, we are able to change and make impact on more lives. So overall here you will get all your marketing answers. Today we are inviting the one and only Mark Hagar in the house. Mark is the founder of MentorRupted. He is a coach and agency owner. He helped many people around the world building their businesses, and his six students cracked 1 million plus milestone with their agency. He also helped his student to make solid mindset because he believed that coaching is a 90% of mindset game. So let's get started, and please let me invite the Mark Hagar in the house. Hi Mark, how are you?
I am great. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, and I'm so much grateful to have you on my show. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much to give me your time.
Of
So,
course.
how's going your today?
What's that?
How's it today? How's
Everything.
your?
It's always going good. It's always good.
Yeah, that's really
It's good.
really awesome, and I love the background of the 2CC awards. That's really amazing, and it's my dream to have the 2CC award at, at my wall. So that's
Well,
really awesome.
I've done a lot more than that. I just didn't use ClickFunnels, and actually I could get a couple more awards. I just never applied for them. So
That's really good. So let's get started with the interview. So I will just start with the first thing. So I hope my audio is clear, right?
would you wait? Say it again.
Yeah. So I hope my audio is clear to you, right? It
Yes.
is. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the some inconvenience of the sound. Hey people, if you're just watching us live, then put the hashtag live and put hashtag replay. And if you have any question from the mark, then put in the comment, and I will just ask the question.
Great.
Yeah, to the mark. So let's get started. So Mark, I had want to learn more about your background story,
Yeah.
how you became aware of this online journey.
Yeah. So it started about a little over 12 years ago. Um, I used to be a prison guard. So I worked a bunch of factory jobs, and then I ended up working at a prison. And I had a lot of time to think. And I actually just had a daughter at that point in my life. And so I was making the most money I'd ever made in my life at that point. It was like 40,000 a year. And I was pretty comfortable, but I achieved all my goals that I set for myself at that time in my life. So all the cars, my wife stayed home with our daughter. Um, but I was always gone. I worked all the time. So I was making all this money, but I didn't have any time to spend with my family. But anyway, so with that didn't really occur to me until later on. But so I'm working this job and I'm working all the time. I'm going home, I'm sleeping, and I go back to work, and that's really my life. And while I'm at work, I'm not really working hard. I don't have anything to do. So that's when I started thinking and started realizing every goal that I had set for myself were really low goals because of my environment, who I was hanging out with, who I grew up with. Because I came, like when I graduated high school, I lived in a trailer court. Um, my mindset back then about money and what I can achieve was really low. So, anyways, I had my dream car at the time. I had a dream. I had all the toys I wanted, motorcycles or whatever. My wife stayed home, but I didn't. So, anyways, I realized like I hit all my goals, and I really didn't try to hit them. I just stumbled on them. I was 28 years old, and I'm 40 now, but I was 28 then. And also, at the same time, I'm realizing, my parents had settled, and I wanted to do more for my kids. I wanted them to chase their dreams. There's a lot of reasons why I transitioned away from working for other people to working for myself, but one thing I did realize, I wanted my kids to chase their dreams. And I couldn't just tell them chase your dreams, and I'm not doing it. So that was one thing that motivated me. I had a daughter. I wanted to lead by example and not just tell her to go chase her dreams. I want to chase mine, and then they will chase. Creatures of habit. So you are who you hang out with, right? So you hang out with your parents most of the time. My 13-year-old daughter knows more about money and business than most adults. But anyway, so here I am, have everything I want. And what I did at that time is I said, hey, I want to make $1 million. I didn't know how I was going to make it. I'd never made a goal like big. At the time, it was big, right? It was unattainable at the time. I didn't think I could do it. But I was like, I just want to say, I want to start right. So this is when I learned the power of writing your goals down. But I said, I want to make $1 million. And what happened was I started asking myself questions of how can I do that? And what I did was started reading. At this point, I'd already been reading books and stuff to try to work on my mindset. And sorry, this is a long backstory, but there's a lot more to it, but I'm keeping it short.
No, no, I love that. I really, really love that to hear the background story because we can just connect ourselves with you as like I have also doing the job from last 7 to 8 years when I just pass out from my high school and I just visit to the offices and I was just doing the job, day to day job. At the night also I was in the job. So I was not giving the time and I'm just earning only $150 because in India it is the minimum wages for graduate student or for the high school student. So that was a very low, and so that was a really hard you can say a moment because my family was not stable, and I was not stable because I was a student. I'm still 27-year old as like you have started. So we can learn from the other story, and other story will be uh, ignite for us. Like I have just learned, I'm just doing your interview and you are just sharing your thought, and it will become my motivation for me. So put my more effort for my future, for my children, for my family, because my family have a big dreams to see myself to holding this award, to holding many things, right?
Well, my
So
goal in this interview is so other people can do what I'm doing. Like I'm going to tell you guys exactly what's made me be able to create the life that I've dreamed about. Okay, because
that's
I'm living I'm not only doing this for myself. I have my students doing this as well, and that's really what I teach. 90% of what I teach is what I'm telling you guys
I
today, like my journey and then how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's really, really awesome. And thanks so much to share your story. And I hope most probably people are making the notes because everyone start from the scratch and with the small dream and the small mindset, or you can say the biggest goal that we have in a mind. Like Mark is also Mark was has a dream to make $1 million. I have also a dream to make $1 million. That's
I would make
really, really
I would make it bigger. Let me tell you that. See, let me tell you guys, it took me a year and a half to hit that target. I went from making 40 a year to over 1 million a year and a half later after making that goal. Just so you guys, it only took me a year and a half. And I've been making that plus a year since then. That's been over 10 years ago.
That's really awesome, and still I'm struggling to make 10K per month. That's really awesome. You're sharing the tons of things.
But
Yes. So
I've
this
duplicated this multiple times with other people. I've created seven students to $1 million. I've done $6 million agencies. So I'm telling you guys, I know what I'm talking about. And if you guys do what I say, you should get the result.
that's really, yeah. So let's get started to more deep dive into that
Yeah.
and just become unstoppable for that. So what are the common things that is required to start an agency and scale it to the seven figure as you do for your students?
Yeah. So let's say I got a student comes to me, it wants me to help them grow an agency, right? Number one thing I'm looking for is that they already have results for themselves because it's easier to start selling. I'm not saying it's a mandatory thing because you can always hire people. You could even uh, sell for other agencies. You can just create a sales team, right? You don't even need the skill to start at seven. You could scale another agency to 7 figures with so you don't have to have the skill. But if you want to start your own agency, then I would recommend having results already because you're selling a service. Well, no matter what it is, right? You're doing it for someone else. So you should already have results. And then you sell the results that you've gotten, say, hey, I'd like to do this for you. So that's what I would say. That was one of the most important things that would make it easier What are oh, sorry. What are the common things that is required to start an agency to scale 7 figures? Yeah. You don't have to have a budget. You don't have to, you can start by building an organic sales team. So if you already have the skill to do, you want to create your agency, you focus on the sales team. And if you don't have a budget, which you should have a budget because you already have results, right? In what you're trying to sell. But if you don't have a budget, you build an organic team, an organic sales team. You pay them on commission. I've proven that I mean, it's very easy to do. Well, I don't want to say it's easy to do. It does take work. I shouldn't say it's easy because if you tell people it's easy and it's a little harder than they thought, then they quit. But it is not easy, but it's worth it. Building an organic team, but and then once you get results from the organic team, take that and invest it into paid ads. And really, paid ads, if you have a $3,000 a month budget, start out by $100 a day, run a call booking funnel, and have one great salesperson in that seat and book and start sending calls. And once they make a sale, scale your ads for that. Book that salesperson out because he's making you money, and then add more salespeople and build a team. We have guys. My students have salespeople on their team. One person makes 100K in a month for the company. So one person can change your freaking life. You know. So all right, I'm getting off track here, but that's what I would say how I would start to create a 7-figure agency.
That's really, really awesome, and I just am making the notes in my mind because I will just watch the whole replay again. So I just made that people need a result that you got for yourself. You can show that
Mm-hmm.
these are the common things to scale it faster. The second thing is you can hire some of the people or who do the work in which you are not expert, like the people you can find some appointment center like and the closers who can do the things for you. Yeah, so that's really, really a good point, and most probably people are doing. And I have just connected with few people. They are also teaching in their coaching the same thing. They are just creating the whole ecosystem, and they are just hiring those people who can do the work for them, and just hiring the small team to create the whole ecosystem to scale the business faster than others. So
Or you won't be
I
able to
want to I,
scale
I want to ask.
team. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Sorry, I actually maybe you're also having some of the trouble with the internet, right?
Yeah, it
So
must be lagging. I thought you stopped. I'm sorry.
okay, no worries, no worries. I got that. So the next thing is how we can figure out about the mindset, or how we can create a solid mindset which help us to grow faster. Because whenever we just write it down, or some affirmations like I want to make $1 million, or I'm just earning $1 million. So that is really a big, you can say a big goal. But how we can stick with that mindset and always keep us motivation or motivated.
Yep. Yeah, I got this down to science. So I'm going to teach you guys if you can do one thing every day, if you can do this one thing, it'll lead to other things. And this is how you actually create your. So I wouldn't worry about the mindset thing. Don't think. Stop thinking. Right? We don't. Well, stop thinking about being motivated. That doesn't matter. It's about showing up 7 days a week and knowing why you're showing up. And this is what I do. So you guys don't have exactly how I do, but writing my goals down every single day. So, and I plan out my next day. Like today, I have planned out and I just knock off my list. So let me lay out. It's pretty basic. It's evolved over time. But if you do this tomorrow, you're going to notice if you follow through today, tonight, and tomorrow, you're going to be amazed that you'll see that it works. So there's 3 categories when I'm writing goals down. There's 3 categories I want to do. So at the top, I write down health, wealth, and happiness. Those are the 3 things I want to do every single day, 7 days a week. I want to improve in those areas every day. I want to be happier. I want to work on things every day that make me happy. I want to work on my health. I want to like I just got done biking 5 miles. I ran a couple miles, lifted some weights, and now I'm here. It's one of the main things I do in the morning, right? It's the first thing anyways, Health, wealth, and happiness. Every day I'm working on that, on each category. So underneath that, remember, you do this before you go to bed. So underneath that, you're going to write down one big goal, long-term goal for each category: health, wealth, and happiness. So, and you want to write them down as if you already have them. So let's say, for being in shape, I am in the best shape of my life. You write it down as if you already have it. Okay. And then, so you write one big goal for each category. And then underneath those three goals, you want to write down. So every night, this is what you're going to do. You're going to think about, what can you do tomorrow? One big thing you could do tomorrow to move you closer to your big goal for health and wealth and happiness. Okay. You might have a few different ones for each one, but I recommend starting out with just one big one that will move you closer to the big goal. What you're doing is your dream life. You're setting big long-term goals. Okay. The goals need to be something that's not attainable right now. I have a $1 billion real estate goal. That's not happening right now. But over time, what happens is I'm writing down things every day to move me closer to that big goal. And I execute on that. And what I do is my goal when I wake up is to knock the things off my list as fast as I can. And then I feel accomplished, and I can do whatever I want. I can fuck off the rest of the day. So sorry my language, but yeah, I can just do whatever I want because I've already got what I need to get done for my goals. So that's what I would recommend to start achieving things. If you do this every single day, 7 days a week, why would you not work on your goals 7 days a week? People that take weekends off truly don't want what they're trying to achieve. Like, every day you should work on your health. Every day you should work on your wealth and your happiness. That's why I create the life that I have. I literally, this is how I created it. You won't get, look, I promise you guys, you will not get something that you don't want. Well, you have to want it before you get it. I would not be in $1 million house if I didn't want it. It would not just pop in my face and say, hey, here you go. I had to want it before I got it. I had to start shopping for it. I had to write down daily goals to go look at houses, get my income up to where I can even afford it. All that stuff, right? Takes time, and my life will keep improving. All right. So that's my answer to that one.
That's really, really 100% true. To preparing our day before the next day to make the whole time manage, and because the time management is very, very good point to become a success in whatever we are doing. The second thing, I really appreciate that you shared the three things: health, wealth, and happiness, because it is the mandatory. And why we need to take the off, because every day is the same. We are just working on our health, we are working on our wealth, we are or having the good happiness. Because of the happiness we can't achieve everything. Really, really appreciate that. And no worries for the your language. I really appreciate that you are so much true to share everything that you are just doing each and every day and making the goal. And this is the real thing that people are not sharing, and they are sharing that I just did that and I'm just making 1 million today. I just watch a lot of videos. People are writing like that. I'm just making $1 million within 10 days, but they are not sharing the exact process, that how much struggle or how much hard work they have done in the previous 10 years, and they are just showing the current results today. So that's really, really makes so sense. So the next thing is, what are the roadblock people face in their initial stage when they are just starting or launching their own agencies? So, and how they can overcome?
Yeah. So what most people, the roadblock is, what happens I see is when they do everything themselves. So they try to be everything. They try to be the ad buyer. Well, I'm just going to tell you, because I mainly focus, not mainly focus. It doesn't matter what type of agency, but at the beginning I focused on students that have e-com agencies. And just in general, people that have agencies, they focus on doing everything themselves. They're the ad buyer, they're the salesperson, they're the ad guy running the ads, they're the customer service, they're all that. So how they can get around that roadblock, because they can only scale so much, because they'll make sales and then they have the busy work with the clients. And they stop focusing on sales and their sales drop and they get demotivated and they're busy. When in reality, what they need to be doing is building a team for both. So instead of spending your time working on the client's account, you hire somebody to have that account and you meet with that person every day. So the time you spend every day, it's saving you time in the future because eventually you won't have that job anymore. So you're training people on what your skills are, and same with sales. You grow a sales team so that you're meeting with the team once a day, but they're out there hustling all day. They're taking the calls all day, and that's how you start scaling. Eventually, you get managers, and then once you have managers, they manage each side of the company, the agency side and the sales side, and then you just have meetings. So with my agency, I had I worked 2 hours a week on a million and a half a year agency, you know, because I had a whole team of people, and most people don't do. That's why I teach my students. So yeah, just because if you have a lot of money and no time to spend it or enjoy it, it's pointless. But if you have a lot of time and no money, it's pointless too because you can't do anything because it takes money. So you gotta yeah, I would say that's the biggest roadblock because most people get stuck in the trap of having a little bit of money and no time, and they need to learn how to build teams. I mean, that's what I do today. Like my students are my team, right? And then they build teams under them. I have real estate. I'm building teams of people. So that's one thing I would say is learn to leverage other people, give them opportunities. I mean, uh, you got to think of so the salespeople that are doing 100K a month are doing very well in commissions. You know, you're building opportunities for other people to make a lot of money. I've had employees make almost 20 grand a month from me. You know, so yeah, utilize other people. Don't do everything yourself. That's I would say the most common problem.
That's really good point. And I saw most probably I'm also a funnel builder, and I saw other funnel builders. They are just doing all the things by their own. They started their own agency. They are just doing the funnel designing, copywriting, funnel advertisement by their own. And I really shocked how they are handling that. And I really appreciate that you just taught the one thing here, like learn how to leverage others and give them the opportunity to learn more and impact more on others. So I really appreciate that, and most probably people are looking that and making the notes. So I want to share that this is the biggest golden nuggets. Whenever you will just learn that particular skill, how to leverage others to create the impact on their lives, you will become unstoppable in your journey and you will achieve any target or any desired result that you want. And it is the biggest truth, like everyone is teaching. Mark Hagar is telling us, and also Russell is telling in his videos, in his content. So I really appreciate that. I'm just learning many things from the people, from the experts who are teaching or who are just sharing their experience on this interview show. So I really appreciate Mark. Again, you have shared the great thing. So I want to ask that whenever people are just making the teams, but every team has a different mindset, and some of are not cooperative with the clients. So how we can just make a good relationship or the strong relationship with the clients for the long term business?
Yeah, I wouldn't wait for the client to reach out to you to have updates. I would schedule it with have your team create a schedule to where they follow up, they reach out to their clients and have calls and can go over what's going on. So that's I think is the number one thing is to make sure you're reaching out.
Okay. So, is there any other thing in which we can just create a long term or the strong relationship with them? Because most probably people are following each and every day with them. They are just connecting. They are just providing the values. But right now the market is saturated with the values. People are providing the values. People are just helping them to get the result what they are looking for, and the competitions are big higher. So how we can just make ourselves different from others to create the long-term relationship. People will not leave our agency or our company. So are you there, Mark? I thought Mark is having some of the issues. No worries. So we can just take handle this because we know people are using this marketing journey, and this journey is, or this marketing getting saturated with a lot of people, because everyone sharing the values, everyone looking for or helping others to get the what the result they are looking for to their audience. And right now, Mark having some of the issues, so we are just waiting for them for him, and he's back. So he's back now. I
I'm not
hope.
sure what happened.
Maybe the internet issues. Internet, it is not with us today. I don't know
Yeah.
really why. Yeah.
Yep.
So one. Yeah. So I have the one more question, like for the same thing that you have shared, to follow, because right now the market is so much saturated. All people are just doing the follow-ups. All people are just uh, providing the results and helping their clients. So how we can just make ourselves little bit different from the crowd, so people will not leave us.
Well, they won't leave.
So
They won't leave you
yeah,
if you
yeah,
get
yeah.
results, and you got to keep selling them other products as well, other services. But if you're getting them good results, why would they leave you? So I would focus on investing into your team. I just had one of my students invest. I know within like 2 months, like I think almost 50,000 just in his employees and coaching and courses. Yeah, so that's what I would do.
This is literally a huge amount for me, because I have a dream to achieve, first achieve that, and spend 90% of whatever I am earning on my skills, on my learning. So that's really good, good,
And
really
you can do
good
that. You can
answer.
amplify
And
that by doing that with other people and helping them get better and grow your company and amplify that information.
mhm, got that. Yeah, people will not leave us if we are providing the right result, and if they are just leaving it, so it is the feedback that we are not helping in a right way to get what exactly they are looking for. So this is great thing. Uh, the next thing, because I've already taken a lot of time, so how we can close a client on an initial stage where when people will don't know about us. It is for the coaching program, and it is because I don't have the e-com store, and most probably people don't have their e-com store here. So most probably the people are the affiliate marketers and the funnel builders and the coaches. So how we can just close our client in the initial stage where people don't know about us?
I would have to say it's a numbers game. So at the beginning, when you don't have a lot of results and it's hard for you, it's really focused on volume, getting talking to a lot of people, introducing a lot of people, and not worrying about trying to close every single one. What you're doing, what you want to focus on is build opportunities. So at the beginning, if you're new and you're trying to grow your business, and let's just say you don't have a lot of results, or you just build funnels, right? It's about building that team of people that's out there introducing your product, getting book calls, and with the high ticket, you know, I saw something about charging high ticket. You guys just got to start asking. So let's say you feel like I can only sell at 2K. Okay. What I want you to do is just start at 10K and then negotiate down. So if you start at your best price, you have no room to negotiate. And most people want to feel like they win. So I would start high ticket and then negotiate down if they have objections. But you're going to be amazed when you find out that, well, number one, the profit margin goes way up with your business, which allows you to spend more money and pay your employees better, spend more money on marketing. You have higher profit on each client. So that allows you to pay ads to acquire a customer. Um, but yeah, I've seen big benefits with high tickets. It's a lot easier to sell. I believe it's easier to sell higher ticket than low ticket because the type of person you're selling to. Like I posted a meme not too long ago. It's like a low ticket person, and this is very true and unfortunate, but the guys that are at the lower ticket are expecting you to change their life, make them, like this is a big deal. And I've been broke before, but then the high ticket client, it's like, hey, 50K sent, thank you, and that's it. And then you get to work for them, and that's really how it is. Same with coaching or whatever, but in general, like the higher the ticket, the price, usually the person that has 50K probably has another million.
Exactly. In a journal, you're right. it is easier to close high ticket guy according to the low ticket guy, because low ticket have the different mindset and high ticket have a different mindset. They won't give you the lot of work, won't give you the pressure, because they know about what exactly they are doing and how much value they will provide, because we are just looking what exactly they want from us. So uh, I hope I have take a lot of time. So this is the only last thing I want to ask. What will be your first and best piece of advice for the beginner who want to start their own agency?
A very beginner to have results, to actually have
Mhm.
results. And if you don't, then focus on building a sales team to sell high ticket to another agency that already has results. You do not. And if you don't have results and you don't have all that, you could always join somebody else's sales team, and yeah, and make money there. But yeah, if you're brand new, you have results. I would work on it 7 days a week, and I would build a team first. That'd be the first thing
Mhm.
I did. I would not be the one that did the work. I would hire people and meet with them every day and push them to get results for you. And that's what I would do to start out. I would not I would not work all day, hustling all day. I would spend my time at the beginning hiring people, and then um, eventually get it to where they start hiring for, grow your team. And yeah, just it's all about automation, because I'm telling you, if you start to do it all yourself, then you're going to get stuck in a rat race and you won't have any time to do anything. And you're going to feel like it's not the goal is not to hustle. The goal is to build $1 million company. Well, if you're going to build $1 million company, you cannot be doing everything. I assure you, unless you're selling like really, really high ticket. So yeah, that's what I would do. Uh-oh, am I still here? Oh no.
So hello guys, sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know what's going wrong with both of us, and my internet was stuck literally, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. And if you want to connect with the guy, let me show you the link here. So if you want to do the masterclass, which is going straight away, you can just click on that particular link. I will share it also his profile, so you can also connect with him on his profile. So that's it for today. And if you want to connect with the Mark, then this is the link, and I will also share you the the link for the Facebook in which it is available. So please be there. And thank you so much. And I will be back with a new internet, with a new episode with a good internet. Sorry for the inconvenience again. Bye bye.